Oh my gosh, I just ate Chipotle and I am full. What's up guys? Today I want to talk about the new IGTV because it's really been intriguing me like ever since it came out. You know, as soon as I found out about it, I went and like did some research on it, watched some videos on it, gathered information on it for probably like a couple hours, and then I went on it itself because first I didn't have the update, and then all of a sudden I went back on and I had the update and it was there, and I'm like, okay, let me check this out, see what it's all about. And I was probably checking it out for like maybe a couple more hours. I guess it's good. I didn't really have a lot to do that day. I pretty much just immersed myself in this IGTV to like gather up what I thought, and the lighting's probably gonna change a lot, right? I never shot from my bedroom before, but here we are. It's becoming dusk, so I never have like window lighting, so I think that's kind of cool. Kind of an aestheticness going on right now. Hang on, my dog wants to get out. I guess the thing is, it's like, it's different. I feel like it's different from any other updates they've done, and just for a while now I've been feeling like something new needs to come out or is bound to come out, because just with all the other social media platforms. Now my dog wants back in. A lot of people have been having troubles growing on a lot of social media platforms. A lot of people have just been not really just enjoying it like they used to. A lot of changes have been going on. A lot of people like to complain about like the Instagram algorithm. That's like a whole other thing, but you know, stuff like that. Like social media, Instagram platform in and of itself are businesses on their own. Instagram is a business, not to mention creators on the platforms is a business and an industry in and of itself too. So you know, any business out there, you know, it goes through this thing called an S-curve, and it's new. Not a lot of people know about it yet, and it's growing, yada yada. And then it reaches a certain point called critical mass, and this is when it's like it hits that point where it's gonna all of a sudden explode. And like everyone is going to start finding out about it at like a rapid pace, and then it's going to hit momentum where it's just kind of like going, getting bigger. And then actually maybe the momentum comes before critical mass, I'm not really sure, but after this it'll always get to a point where it's just going to kind of like, so okay, you're like here on the curve, and then okay, it's going to start to slow down and become really saturated, and it's not going to be as easy to like grow in it. But the good thing to know, like if it's still going through major changes, that is actually a good sign, because it hasn't really reached that like momentum phase yet where it's just kind of like not changing, not growing, not evolving. You know, coming from me, so I've been an Instagram user. Hi, I'm Kelly. I've been an Instagram user since 2012. You know, I kind of started to like actively create beauty content on it like the beginning of 2015, and then in March last year is when I really started focusing on creating beauty videos, because it pretty much all like boom, like shot into action after I went on a trip with Elf Cosmetics, the brand, and something with that clicked, and like ever since then I'm like, I know I need to start focusing on Instagram videos, beauty ones, makeup, whatever. So ever since then, it's when I really started focusing. I was seeing pretty good results with it. Like I was growing and got like my first viral video, whatever, like consistently growing in following, and it felt really good. It was at a point where pretty much anytime I posted a video, it was pretty standard. I was gonna get like at least like 10,000 views. And I didn't even have that many followers. I was at like maybe 4,000 something in March, and then probably by like I think September I hit 10,000. You know, pretty good views considering the following was still fairly low. And I guess, I don't know, I was kind of getting spoiled with it, because meanwhile everyone's like, the algorithm has changed, I can't grow like I used to, blah blah. I'm over here just like,
I mean, maybe if you had a better attitude, you'd still be growing, like, stop complaining.
in my little head. That's how I was feeling about it. My little bratty self. And then boom, all of a sudden it hit me too, like in like November, basically I started getting really bad views. Like, it was hard to even get like 1,000 views. And I'm just like, whoa, this is not cool. You know, I wasn't like getting followers anymore, basically. I was actually losing followers most of the time. And I'm just like, this kind of sucks. The fuck? I'm not gonna blame it on the algorithm, but I don't really know. Because I was still being really consistent and actually getting better qualities. Like, I went out and got backdrops and stuff like that. I don't know, but it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, give up? Complain about it? Or are you gonna keep going and like trying different things and figuring it out? And like, literally ever since then, most of the time I'm losing followers, not gaining, and I don't at all get the video views that I used to. And like, yeah, for sure it's disappointing, but you know, finally I could see like other people's point of view that go from like growing and seeing like great results that you want to, and like all of a sudden it just is gone. And that even though if you're still putting the same amount of effort and you're still getting better, like I know that all along I've been getting better with my quality and learning more and growing more, learning more about like how to produce the content and like just more about the industry too. For me, it's just like I have to just keep that in mind, that as long as you know you're growing and getting better at something and like perfecting your craft, like good results are going to come from it. And it hasn't been all bad. Like, I've actually been receiving more PR packages and been working with more brands. So, but now, with that being said, because the algorithm and stuff wasn't doing well, I don't really want my foot in this thing. There's like weird feet people out there. It kind of inspired me to like keep trying out different things. And around like March, April, like I don't know why, I just started like really enjoying creating different kind of content, more like not really to do with beauty, just kind of like aesthetic, I would like to call it. And I found this new app called InShot, and it was like a really good video editing app, and you can add like really dope filters and edit the videos like better than any app I've ever seen before. Not to mention stories. I find that in the past couple months or so, in Instagram itself, there's been a lot more ways they allow you to be more creative on it. But even like other apps and stuff meant for Instagram stories, I just see people in general, like creators, making a lot more creative story stuff and a lot more like, it just makes me want to watch more. You know, it's not really like the Snapchat style where it's just kind of like random whateverness. It's just like cool stuff. I ended up taking a lot of more videos on my phone, vertical style, and I posted some vertical style, and I've been noticing that things have been going, a lot of things, obviously not everything, but a lot of things have been more vertical style lately. With Snapchat really was when they started adding ads in there. The ads will a lot of times be vertical style. And then I think, of course, with the use of stories too, people are just naturally creating more vertical style content because that's what fits those. And then I haven't seen any other like video about IGTV mention this, but I've noticed that on Spotify, I mean, maybe everyone's just rocking with Apple TV, Apple Music, that they don't notice this on Spotify, but I have Spotify, and I've noticed that a lot of music videos for the songs on there now have been created like vertical wise, like they're literally just vertical style music videos. When I learned that the new IGTV thing is for like vertical video, I was really intrigued by that. Obviously there's ways you can get around it by like compressing it, like how it's available for like Instagram stories. You can go ahead and do that on a different app. Well, I like how vertical videos look in certain styles. What I really like vertical videos for is like really cool, like, okay, so like, you know how everyone loved Instagram because it became the place where like what you think of when you say aesthetic, like the really dope picture styles that just like look really cool, like the way they're edited, and like when you go through someone's feed and it's just aesthetic, like you know what I'm talking about. Like video creating is becoming very, very, very exponentially more popular. And what I've been noticing is that on Instagram, that's not really a thing. Like that, how aesthetic photos are so big for Instagram, it's not really like that for videos, at least as far as I find. But I feel like those types of videos look really cool on vertical, and I feel like that is a place that can do really well on IGTV. It's just kind of weird how this IGTV like came, because I just been feeling like that's what I like making lately. Like it wasn't really like put into my head like, oh, I actually like creating like aesthetic videos on vertical style, and that's what I want to keep trying out. But kind of like in the subconscious of my mind, I was thinking that's what I wanted, and then all of a sudden this came out, and I just feel like it's the perfect place to like promote that. And you know, now of course they can be longer videos, which I think that's a really good thing. For sure, just not having those like limitations. I personally feel like it can be a really good thing. Now, granted, right now, I know they said this on their like launch thing that it's not like in full mode yet. Only big accounts right now can do a whole hour. Everyone else is like 10 minutes at the top. I think it can have really good potential, and like I have this theory where it's like, okay, well, what if like all the people who are doing really well on video views and like growing from that, aka me, they cut it off because they had this in mind and they want all those people to start putting their videos on IGTV, which if this was some little scheme for that, I wouldn't even mind. Like as long as I start growing again, like I'll grow from the IGTV. That's fine by me. I kind of like the IGTV. I see myself doing a lot of creative work on that and just having a lot of fun with it, and just like it's kind of just like the perfect setting for what I've been feeling like I want to start creating more of, if not all of, on Instagram, because I was just kind of getting over like the regular beauty videos, like here I am, show you my product, put the product on, show you the product, put the product on, show you the product, do a cute face, and it's just like, you know, that's what I was doing too, but I started to realize like, oh, it's just like not different, like it's not really unique. I feel myself getting way more creative. It's just kind of funny because like in high school and stuff, I always felt like I'm not creative because I couldn't like really draw good or anything. I'm like, I wish I was an artist. I wish I could be an artist, but I'm just not. But like there's so many ways to be an artist, and this is like a new way to be an artist. So I feel like if creating on there resonates with you, like I'm all about like going off based off how you feel. Like if you feel like it's another one of those like copycat things, unnecessary, like bull, then don't do it, because clearly like you don't have that passion for it inside, and you're not just gonna like all of a sudden resonate with that on the camera if that's not how you really feel. But if you are feeling pretty excited about that and you have like the gears are grinding in your head, and kind of like me, I mean, granted that could be totally wrong, like this could be just another silly thing that is just kind of like a bust and isn't going to do anything for anyone. That kind of gets me back to the two things that I don't really like about it, which I'm hoping is going to change though. If it's creating ideas in your head already of how to create for it, then I think you should just try it, because like what do you have to lose? Like if you enjoy creating videos for Instagram or whatever, you're gonna at least learn something or grow in some way, at least just by trying it out. So I think you should, but like don't just give up on it, because I'm hoping it really is gonna get better from this beginning little launch that they did, because it's really aimed towards like the bigger accounts right now, and like I would just love for it to be able to help people grow again. I mean, obviously there are people who are growing, but like a lot of people who were growing and aren't anymore. I would just love for it to be an opportunity to grow again. I hope they make more categories. It'd be like, you know how they kind of been making more categories for the Explore? That's been kind of nice. I would like to definitely see more categories on there, not just like, what is it now, like popular, let me see, for you, following, popular, continue watching. Yeah, like more categories, so people can just start getting their content seen again. Like I'm hoping that all that crazy algorithm stuff was just leading up to this. Like I'm hoping and wishing, like I could be wrong, but maybe social media is just like already reached its peak of critical mass, and you know, things are never gonna be as easy as they used to. I don't know, but I'm hoping not. And I'm hoping they optimize their search more. Like I was kind of testing that out, and like I was searching just kind of like subjects, like how similar to how you would on YouTube, and nothing really came. Like the only thing you can really search is if it's like in someone's name, or like maybe like a hashtag, maybe like how you would search on regular Instagram search, you know, based off like the title and keywords and description and stuff like that. You can find what you're looking for on YouTube. I think at this point in Instagram there's so much content on there to filter through that a search like that would be really beneficial, because I also feel like, you know, the content that you're gonna put on Instagram is different from YouTube. I mean, I'm sure some people are gonna put the exact same videos on YouTube and Instagram. Every account is different. Every different methods are gonna work for every different account. But I think at this point, especially with this new platform that's all about like video, I think it would be really beneficial to be able to search, like say like, okay, like a pamper routine, like how you would search on YouTube and you would get a bunch of stuff that comes up just based off the title and all that. I think that they really should put that on the Instagram IGTV too. And like I said, if they make it better to find new accounts, not just aim towards the big accounts, I'm hoping they make that change. And if they do make those 2 changes, I feel like it'll be good. On their little video launch thing, she was like, oh, this creator makes really cool like travel stuff, and I would have never found him if it weren't for IGTV. And then same with this other guy. Again, I was really intrigued by that, because I would love to be able to find like really cool videos from IGTV, like I was just saying. And I have found some, but I think they've all been from people I already follow. You know, she made it seem like it's gonna be really easy to find cool quality content creators on there. And again, you know, maybe it's going to be easier in the future, because again, they kind of mentioned this is like initial launch. There's no way to get paid right now, but we're thinking it might be in the future. So it seems like, you know, there's still changes to come. Just like any big update like this, just like the stories have been. They've been doing a bunch of updates for that over time. Like it was not that good when it first came out, you know what I mean? That's the only thing. If they make a way for creators to get paid too, yeah, I think that would help a lot too. People are really interested in something like that, like the way YouTube does for creators with ads. Yeah, but you know, it could just be a bust, because I don't really do Facebook at all, but I guess they created something like that too, like Facebook Watch or something, and they wanted, you know, it was supposed to be something pretty much just like IGTV, but it's just like no one's banging with it. I don't know, I've just been like hoping for a good opportunity to come along that like matches up with how I've been feeling lately, with the type of content I want to create, and like see results from it again. Like honestly, like I would just love to be growing consistently again. That's like all I can hope for, and I'm just hoping that this is the opportunity for that. Of course, I'm doing some positive thinking just because that's the way I think. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to say about it. But let me know like literally at all what your thoughts are down below, just because I would like to hear different perspectives. I just kind of felt like chatting about this, so that's why I made this video. Like, are you gonna try it out? Do you think it's dumb? Do you think they're just copying again? Do you think it's a good opportunity? I'm curious. Curious to know what you think. So that's it from me today. Definitely subscribe. This channel is all about self-care and what did I make it about again? Self-growth. Sharing parts of my journey too, which I guess this falls under, because it's not really either of those, but kinda, because it's part of my personal journey, because this affects my journey and maybe yours. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video if you decide to subscribe. But if you don't subscribe, bye, I guess.